Today I'm going to show how to test and replace the igniter on a King Ashley KP130 pellet stove, which is right there. Take note, it's set back just a little bit, about 1/16 of an inch from the housing. We'll remove this back panel by removing these Phillips head screws. Move the side panel. Not necessary to remove the side panel. I did so to have a better visual, more light. Here's the igniter. Follow the wires back to the connections. Yours might be wire tied up. I have mine down for better visual. So we want to disconnect these. Move those aside. Now we'll test with a multimeter to see if the element is good or bad. So choose continuity on your meter, which has a horn symbol. And when you put your leads together, you get a beeping sound. And the meter goes usually to 0, but that was pretty close. It's out of calibration a little bit. So with the power off to the pellet stove, you put a lead on each one. No beep, no continuity, which means open loop, so that element is bad. Then you got this side coming from the controller, and you can manually set to run the igniter to check power here, but we don't need to go that far because the igniter has already checked bad. So I'm going to freehand. We're going in the back of the stove. I'm showing you the top of the Allen screw. Right there where the finger is. All we got to do is loosen that up and then pull that bottom tube out. That's the heating element. So you reach in through the back of the stove and with a 1/4 inch Allen wrench, get right on top of the screw. Loosen it up. Just a couple turns and it will slide right out. Might have to twist it a little bit. Here it is. 4-inch heating element. Here's the new element purchased from Amazon. 4 inches. That's a match. Do the meter check. Set the horn. This time it goes to 0 like it's supposed to. Alright, that element checks out good, and of course the old one doesn't. But I just noticed the connector is different. So I'll have to change these ends to make it work. So we're going to switch them. With the old, splice these. Okay, just fold it over. Oh wow. So this is a little difficult. Just fold the wire over. So this coating is different than what these pliers are used to. There we go. Just match the end. This should plug into that, right? Yeah. So if this plugs into that, doesn't fit. That one's even smaller. Let's try a red one. Pink? Now nothing fits. I'm going to have to use the old connectors. That joiner, the hole's pretty small. I think that'll work. Yeah. We don't have it in yellow, so that'll have to work. Give it a little twisty to match the length of the connector shaft in there. A little long. Nice. Want to make sure there's no frays so it slides nicely into the shaft. Then we have some crimping action here. It's just a tit that presses down in this circle, squeezes that together, so you go right in the middle of the shaft here and crimp it. Puts a little dent in it, holds the wire tight. That is nice, both sides. And you don't want to over crimp it because it can damage the connection. Make sure they're tight. Pull hard like that. See that? I'm pulling. Make sure there's no frays. Let's see if I can get a better angle for you. Here's how you can match the length of wire you need. There's the shaft from here to here, and then the plastic covers the wire. So I got that to match. Nice. To confirm your connections are good, recheck with meter. Nice. I did not know I was going to be faced with this, so if you purchase from US Stove, you'll probably avoid that. A question to ask before buying. Here's the element. Push it all the way up in there until it stops. Then we'll go around front and adjust the depth. Set the depth just back just a little bit. Right there. Tighten down your Allen screw and you're done. Hook up your connectors. I don't think it matters which wire goes where. Time for a test. It should cycle. So the combustion blower is running. Now we want to run things separately. In order to do that, push off and auger delay same time. It's on draft. I believe that's draft. Hit any button to get to your next feature. Room fan. And the next one is igniter. Wow, thing's getting hot. Well, look at that. It's burning off the factory oil they put on the element so it doesn't rust or corrode. You can see it glowing red. So now to continue back over here, you want to go to your next setting. That's the auger, feeding the pellets. And then it goes through the sensors, which you cannot hear. And then it goes to buy, which resets the machine and starts the process all over again with the blower. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Hope this has helped someone. If you'd like to watch a complete, detailed, deep dive cleaning of this pellet stove, I'll provide a link right here, over there,